Hey guys, Crash here. I'm going to show you guys how to set up Yuzu on your Steam Deck. Let's get started. First, let's navigate to the folder where we need to put everything. If you are running EmuDeck, it already set everything up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Run Media mmcblkop1 / emulation station BIOS Yuzu. So open up your Dolphin Explorer and click the little arrow next to Home. That'll get you to the root of your whole system. You'll want to slide on down to Run. Go ahead and go into that folder. Then into the Media folder. Then into the folder mmcblk0p1, which is your SD card. Then into Emulation. Then into BIOS. And go ahead and scroll all the way down to where you find Yuzu. I can't tell you where to get these files or how to pick them up, but you'll need your product key, your title key, and firmware. So your product key and title key go into folder marked Keys. Copy and paste them there. Your firmware usually will be in a zip file. Unzip it to your firmware, or make sure it's not in any folder, and these files are free. Alright, now how to place your legally obtained games. You're going to want to place them in the ROM folder on your SD card, most likely. So here's a quick thing. If you scroll all the way down on this side and click Primary, it'll take you right to the root of your SD card. But we'll go over it once again. So go ahead and go to Home. Click the little arrow next to Home right up here. And you'll see the little slash mark. Click the slash mark. That'll get you into the root of your system. Then you want to go to Run, Media. Let me scroll down a little bit and grab it. Media, mmcblk0p1, Emulation, ROMs, and then you'll want to scroll all the way down to where it says Switch. Now once again, EmuDeck sets all these folders up for you, and it's really nice. And that's where you want to put your copy of your legally owned games. I found better luck with NSP and XCI, just to let you know. So remember this location because you might need it later. It's all written out here. Once again, Run Media mmcblkl0p1, Emulation, ROMs, Switch. Now let's go ahead and open up Yuzu and make sure everything's working correctly. So go ahead and go over to your start bar. Hit your little Steam Deck logo, Games, scroll down, and start Yuzu. Now, here's a few things. You can go under File and open up the folder and go right to the folder if you need to. And this is if you didn't set it up through EmuDeck. You could put, this is where you'd put your keys, and then your firmware update. Your firmware update goes into NAND, System, Contents, Registered, and your keys go into the key file. At this point here, I'd like to set up, make sure my controller is set up. Once again, EmuDeck sets all this stuff up, but if it isn't, go ahead and pause the video and see how everything is set up. Make sure you're picking Pro Controller and Steam Virtual Gamepad 0. You can make profile and save it if you need to, but like I said, EmuDeck sets all this up. If you want to add a second player, you can click on Player 2 tab and set up a secondary controller or 3 players, etc. So you use your mouse and you'll click on the button you want to map. It'll show you on the little thing, and you press the corresponding button. And then, of course, you would save it, and click OK. If your games don't auto-populate, click the little green plus sign and add a directory, and once again add your ROM switch directory from your SD card, the run media mmc blk0p1/emulation/roms/switch, and then they will show up. And at this point, you should be ready to go. Everything should run. Remember, things have shaders, and they have to build shader caches for it to start to play. So if it's taking a long time, just give it a little bit. First run is always the longest, but it gets faster every other time. I hope this helps somebody, and once again, thank you for swinging on by, and game on.